This is a book review of the 4-Hour Work Week. We are Accessory to Success and review a lot of business books here. If you are a writer of business books, enthusiast of business books, this is the right place for you. We have a lot of other book recommendations in this review. You can find links to all of those in the blog post. There's also social media where we do reviews as well, and a really good email newsletter we send out once a week with a lot of information that's relevant to business books and authors and all sorts of things like that. Now let's move on to the main takeaway for this great book. Everything you've been taught about having a career and saving for the future simply doesn't work. There are people who've saved for retirement or implemented a savings plan to provide for them later in life, unaware that there is no reason to wait to pursue the quality of life that comes with a better understanding of working and saving. Given the unpredictability of the global economy, it's in your best interest to learn how to pursue a better kind of career. It's possible for you to travel while working or bring in a 5-figure paycheck each month. For most people, earning $40,000 a year is considered an average salary that is attainable. Of course, this barely covers the cost of living expenses and in some cases can demand up to 80 hours of their lives per week. Wouldn't it be more appealing to earn $40,000 a month in just a fraction of that time? By outsourcing your more menial tasks to virtual assistants, oftentimes for a handful of dollars an hour, you will find yourself with an abundance of time. You could effectively reduce your work week by half. It's possible by rejecting the outdated advice on careers and embracing shorter work hours, saving a larger nest egg for your future. Here you will find dozens of practical advice on how to find a better career. This includes testimonials from past readers who have seen their income double, advanced their newfound careers, and even found a new way of living after reading this book. Embrace their experience. You will have access to useful materials. These templates will help you develop your skills as a business communicator, and you will better connect with bosses, clients, and even secure services that can help you increase the time spent enjoying your personal life. With the plans collected inside, you will learn design concepts that will make sure your lifestyle falls in line with your new financial abilities without exceeding them. This means you will develop tools and learn tricks, including emerging technology and techniques to live the millionaire lifestyle of your dreams. Let's move on to some bullet point takeaways from this great book. This book demonstrates what is possible when it comes to starting your own automated online business to becoming location independent in the modern era. Using examples from his own company, the author Tim Ferriss shares the concept that sometimes working less can actually improve productivity and income. Ferriss explains how to properly define your goals, test your business idea for little to no money, and how to automate systems to work for you. Now let's move on to the main summary. The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss questions the modern middle-class rat race and offers an alternative. With this vast knowledge of tech world and his own experience starting and running a successful business, Ferriss gives us a glimpse of what is possible for those willing to take the plunge. Rejecting the classic idea of retirement at 65, the 4-Hour Work Week focuses on showing readers how to make money now with their own small business and also how to automate it to enjoy mini retirements. During the course of the book, Ferriss talks about how he started by working nearly 80 hours per week to make $40,000 a year, and then explains how he transitioned to only working the titular 4 hours per week to make a staggering $40,000 per month. He gives several examples of practical productivity hacks readers can use even during their current jobs, allowing the extra time needed to begin working on their business idea. With a useful acronym, DEAL, Ferriss helps readers overcome the mental hurdles necessary to take a serious chance on themselves. He shows how to properly define financial goals and how to create an actionable plan to reach these goals. He gives some clever advice on how to test business ideas before spending any significant amount of money. Lastly, he explains why it's important to automate your business once it's profitable by almost entirely removing yourself as a cog in the machine. Ferriss gives several useful examples of how to automate these systems in modern digital eras. Some of the useful automation tips are as simple as disciplined email practices. Ferriss even goes on to describe how to hire a life-saving virtual assistant from overseas for little less than $5 per day. He shows how to eliminate almost half of your workload within just a couple of days simply by applying the specific strategies of a lesser-known Italian economist. Once you're on your way with your small business, or your muse, as Ferriss nicknames it, the 4-Hour Workweek goes into depth about location independence and perpetual world travel for those interested in that sort of adventurous lifestyle. He explains the concepts of the new rich and the geo-arbitrage, and how these concepts are already becoming increasingly popular among people looking for a different route to a successful lifestyle. An interesting feature of the 4-Hour Workweek is how many of the tips and clever ideas can be used to make your work life easier. Even if you have no intention of quitting your job and building one or more muses, the expanded and updated version of the book has over 50 case studies and additional tips from both individuals and families that have had success implementing the strategies and ideas the book teaches. It also gives templates and scripts to help with email automation, negotiating with your boss, and other ways to eliminate stress due to work. The only real criticism of the 4-Hour Workweek is that it doesn't go too deep into the step-by-step process of starting and growing your own business and focuses more on automation. This is certainly understandable due to the fact that readers won't all desire to start the same kind of business and can vary greatly in their required execution. Luckily, Ferriss does give a great point to start from. This offers plenty of advice and resources to help you help yourself. Released in 2007 and making it to the top of countless bestseller lists, the 4-Hour Workweek has become an inspirational beacon among budding entrepreneurs, adventure-seeking digital nomads, and overworked white-collar employees. About the author, Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss is the author of multiple best-selling books in the business, marketing, and entrepreneur niches. He was named one of Fortune magazine's 40 Under 40 in 2016. At a younger age than your average entrepreneur, Ferriss started a successful supplement company, which is where he initially drew his inspiration to write the 4-Hour Workweek. He is an early-stage investor and advisor of several popular tech companies, including Shopify, Uber, Facebook, Alibaba, and nearly 50 more. His success as an angel investor has named him one of the top 20 angel investors in 2014. When Tim isn't writing best-selling books and making a name for himself in the angel investor scene, he works on both his wildly popular blog and podcast. The latter is regularly ranked one of the top Apple podcasts. It has been selected as a Best of Apple Podcasts winner several years in a row. Mashable named his Twitter account one of the top 50 Twitter accounts of all entrepreneurs need to follow. The list includes names such as Mark Cuban and Sir Richard Branson. He also serves as an advisor of the educational nonprofit DonorShoes.org. He has been included as a guest speaker in several prestigious institutions and events, including MIT, Google, TED, Harvard Business School, the CIA, Microsoft, Facebook, and more. He has been featured in over 100 media outlets like Fortune, Forbes, the New York Times, Time, and Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. This has been a book review of the 4-Hour Workweek. Hope you've enjoyed it. We are Accessory to Success, and don't forget to subscribe to our email newsletter and find links to all the other books recommended in this review. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.